Hello, Jim Howard here in Fort Worth, Texas. Today's date, well, it's almost the 30th. It's almost April 30th of 2021. In about 30 minutes, it'll be April 30th. Uh, I just did an upgrade. I check from time to time. I, I guess I check so often that very rarely do I get a notice, but I check for what. I'm not doing the advanced beta or whatever. I've done that in the past, but I'm just doing the regular updates. And I just got a notice a few minutes ago that there was a new update, and it's Windows 10 update 19042.964, and I installed it. So I thought I would, along with you, see what, if anything, there is in this. Um, it says, let's see when this is dated. Okay, well, this is dated as of yesterday. It says, now this is not, this is whatever this is, NeoWin. Uh, I don't know what site that is, but I mean, it's not an official Microsoft site, but it says today Microsoft is rolling out its monthly C/D activate your. I couldn't even read that's on the other monitor. The latest version of the operating system, meaning version 20.04 and version 20H2. As usual, these updates are the same for both versions because they both have the same bits, only the latter version has an enabled package. This month's update is labeled KB 5001391, and it brings the build number to 19041.964 for users on Windows 10 version 2004 and 19042.964 for those on Windows 10 version 20H2. You can download the updated manual here, so I'll put a link to that below when I upload this. And I'll put a link also to this site, and then I'll put a link to that. And these are the highlights of this release. Introducing new and interest on the Windows 10 taskbar. With news and interest on the Windows taskbar, you can get access to an integrated feed of dynamic content such as news, weather, sports, and more that updates throughout the day. By the way, I don't want that. I mean, somebody might, but I don't. You can personalize your feed with relevant content tailored to you. In the coming weeks, we will be able to seamlessly peek into your feed directly from the taskbar throughout your day without disrupting your workflow. For more information, see Personalized Content at a Glance, introducing new news and interest on the Windows 10 taskbar. Like I said, I don't want it. Next, updates. An issue to prevent blank tiles from appearing on the Start menu after updating to a newer version of Windows 10. Okay. Adds the ability to adjust the amount of idle time before a headset goes to sleep in the Settings app for Windows Mixed Reality. Okay. If you want the full picture, here's everything in the that's new in the update. I'm going to look at this real quick. You can give me a few seconds here. It addresses an issue that occurs when you install inventory applications. Addresses all issues that include kernel mode rules for .NET. Addresses an issue that turns off S mode when you enable security guard secure launch. Addresses an issue with a race condition between task scheduler and the workstation server. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm okay. I might miss something, so I'm definitely going to put the link for these two, for one, this site, and then for where they say they download the updated manuals in case you are interested in this. So, I'm using, Windows. Windows is okay. I'm happy with it. I'm sure I could, if I were to sit here and think, I'm sure there's some things that are probably I would not be happy with. Can't think of them. I'm sure once I finish this video, I'll think of them. I put my Chromebox computer away again, back up on the shelf. I've got two of them. One, the latest model of the Chrome box. Not the Chromebook. I don't have a. I did in the past have a Chrome book. The laptop. I didn't like it. I'm not really a laptop person, but I'm home 99.9% of the time. I would like to have, and let me do that. Let's see. This is Brave, not Brave. This is whatever they call their Windows browser now. I really don't like oh, 5 people arrested in the kidnapping of Lady Gaga's dogs, including woman. Wait a minute, is this the woman who was... Oh, including the woman who returned them to the police. Lady Gaga, if you don't remember the story, she had a dog walker that, somebody that walked her dogs. And apparently a really good person. I mean, it had a lot of responsibility for these dogs. But really, and the person was attacked, and I think it was a guy. And police in Los Angeles have arrested 5 suspects in connection with the violent February kidnapping of Lady Gaga's 2 dogs, during which her dog walker was shot and critically injured. Police, I guess I forgot that. Police confirmed to People. Okay, I'll put a link to this story. in case you're interested in that, because I don't want to take your time now and read it, but it says, this jumps out at me, that detectives do not believe the suspects were targeting the victim because of the dog's owner, but suggest that the suspects knew the great value of the dog breed, the breed of dogs. And so the motivation was, so if you are a celebrity or somebody of whatever, don't get you a fancy dog, get you a mutt. Go to the pound, get some scraggly ass dog. In my life, when I was a young kid, we had a Cocker Spaniel, a male, and I don't know, I can't remember now where we got it. I don't think we had it too long. And it was an SOB. That does not mean short of breath, by the way. If you'll know if that, I mentioned that in one of my videos. Well, I'll repeat it. I worked hospital security for about 30 years, and for the last, I think it was like the last 5 years or whatever, or it was almost my entire time. And I was also certified as an EMT. I didn't really need to be, but I certified as an EMT so I could help out at the hospital if something came up. I didn't want to. But for the last few years, it was a small hospital. And I was also a CPR instructor. I certified nurses and hospital staff, along with a bunch of other people, because we had to certify I think it was every 2 years. We had to, well, it wasn't just every 2 years we did it. You were always certifying people, new employees and that type of stuff. But anyway, so I'm working hospital security at Research Belton Hospital, a small hospital, and the nurse was Virginia. I remember Virginia, and I don't think we weren't busy. I think maybe we had a patient or two there, and it was night, of course. And Virginia says, Jim, I may need you. We got an SOB patient coming in. And I thought, okay, I'm ready for that son of a bitch, to come in here. I didn't say that. That's what I was thinking. So I'm standing there, and the ambulance comes in, goes into the trauma room, and Virginia goes in, and then it was another nurse, 2 nurses and a doctor. And then Virginia steps over to the door or whatever, because I was standing right there by the door watching the ER entrance and everything. And Virginia said, Jim, yeah, I do need you on that patient. And the patient that came in was a elderly gray-haired or white-haired, looked like your grandmother, I guess if you were white. Anyway, it looked like a grandma. And I forget exactly what I said. I said, I thought you said a problem patient was coming in. She said, what? I said, well, a patient that was an SOB. And she said, I can't remember this exactly, but it was like, oh, what do you think SOB means, And I said, well, I think you know. She said, Jim, that's a common medical, terminology. It means a patient that's short of breath. I said, I've never heard it. And she said, oh, yeah. Now, she was an elderly nurse, So anyway, we weren't, she did, I did whatever I needed to do, whatever. And I went over and I got I don't know whether it was physician's desk reference or whatever. And, there it was in the, definition. Patient was short of breath. Anyway. Oh, okay. So we got this Cocker Spaniel male, and it was, I was just a kid, first grade or something. And the dog would jump up on the couch, and if you tried to get it off the couch, it was like snarl, it was like you count your fingers, you know. And anyway, I'm not sure if I just heard it or if but anyway, heard the dog. We lived behind, there was an alley behind us. We lived in a duplex in Kansas City, Missouri. I could hear the dog barking, you know. Woof, 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 woof. No dog. So I think somebody took it. I feel sorry for them. It's a wonder they didn't return the thing. And my parents put an ad in the local newspaper or whatever, you know, lost Cocker Spaniel, and they described it. And after I think a day or two, a guy called, a butcher. Back in those days, you know, we didn't have so many Krogers and AMPs and food barns and Walmart food. It was a lot of little family-run stores that sold stuff, and they would have maybe a butcher section in there, you know, a meat. And this guy had been feeding this a Cocker Spaniel showed up, and he'd been feeding it, you know, and he saw the ad and he contacted. So my parents went. Well, it was not our Cocker Spaniel. In fact, it was a female instead of a male, and they brought it home, and we had that dog, you know, forever. She died when I was in high school. And I'm not sure what year. And just a perfect dog. My dad worked, my dad was a Boilermaker, and for one summer, maybe for him longer than that, but for one summer, my mother and I went with our dog by train out to Georgia, and my father was working on the H-bomb plant, and the government provided trailers for the, you know, employees there, lots of trailers. And so I spent the summer of, I would have been in fourth grade, I think. Spent the summer out there, and we took our dog out. You know, she went by train. She didn't. When we got off the train, they didn't get her off the train. But apparently, I don't know. A few days later, you know, they let us know that they found the dog, found Lady, and you know, there was water there for her and food and stuff, and they, you know, took care of her. And so anyway, so get yourself a mutt. After Lady passed away, we ended up, my dad was working then as a Boilermaker. His local union, the International Brotherhood of Boilermakers, Blacksmiths, Shipbuilders, or whatever. I remember that because later in life, I was a member of I joined the union. And then later I joined the United Auto Workers Union. But he was on a job, I think up in Iowa, and there was a dog breeder up there that bred Labrador Retrievers. And we ended up getting a Labrador Retriever. Anyway, I put a link to that. I think that's it. Now I got to remember not to shut these windows down until I get the links for you. Anyway, I have the two cameras, of course, going. The Logitech Brio USB, the Logitech C920E. I'm using the Elgato. Let's see if you can see it if I just go over here. No, you can't. I'm using the Elgato microphone, Wave 3 or whatever they call that. Um, I'm using the Sound Blaster. Oops, I put the box away. Sound Blaster, because I purchased a Beeline. Well, let's pull that up. I hate this. Wait a minute. What do I want? Okay, I want Amazon. Okay, let's see. Oh, here it is. And go to go to orders. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I have this coming on Sunday. New keyboard. I'm using the Google G910, which is fine. I just like keyboards for some reason. I guess I'm always looking for the perfect one. And the G910 is, I mean the G910 Google. It's fine for me. I just wanted something new, and so I'll have that. There's a ton of reviews of this Razer Black Widow Elite keyboard with the yellow mechanical. So I'm not sure that I don't think I'm going to do a review of it. Oh, you can't see it. I'm sorry. Oops. I'm not sure I'll do a review of it, but I will tell you, you know, what I like about it or what I don't like about it. But it's not going to be it'll just be if you're watching my videos, you're going to happen to see it. I really need to work. I've mentioned that before, and I haven't done it yet. I've got a lot of videos here, but I just throw these things together. And if you wanted to find something, you'd probably have a hard time finding it if you did a search or something. What I need to do, I guess, is make the video short and just about the subject, and not throw other things in there, unless you're interested in this site as a blogging site, and then you can learn about SOB, that it can mean more than son of a bitch. Or the best type of dog you should have, so you won't be out walking your dog and be attacked because somebody thinks you have money or something, or if they want an expensive dog. Okay, that's the cameras. Oh, I was going to show you. Oh, yeah, that was it. Go back here to... by the way, I got this the other day. I knew that it was not going to be... It's, it's plastic. It feels, it is cheap. It's $27. I'm not a rich man. I'm a poor man. Was that from... the Jewish movie, Fiddler on the Roof, rich man, poor man, or something. I knew that I could tell by looking at this that that it was not high quality, but I haven't. I'm using it. I think I actually got quite a few extension things around here, more than I need. But I knew. But anyway, so. What was the other item? Oh, this is the sound kit. Was I looking for the sound card that I'm using? Or was I looking for the... I don't remember. That means it's time to stop. Thank you very much for watching. If you can, use the links below. All you need is, or just use jimhoward.me. It's a secure link. And it will take you to Amazon. Then if you purchase something, I will get a small commission. And this month I got, I think, $32 for the month. So, doesn't cost you anything, so please do that if you can. Thank you very much for watching.